Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Zamboni Talk. Before we start today, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching the video. I really do appreciate it, and I'm really having a lot of fun making these videos. This is, like I said, this is what I do on my days off. This is a side job I have, and just me being able to articulate my thoughts and to hopefully help some people out and just get a little motivation through is really, I'm really having a lot of fun with it. So I'd like to thank everybody so far that's viewed and subscribed and everybody that's going to join me on this journey along the way. Like I said, so far it's been a lot of fun. So today, what the subject is and what we're going to talk about, as once again I've found this in my own life, is that majority of the time, and first of all, before I even get into this title, I'm not discouraging anybody from doing this because I believe you should pursue all your dreams to the best of your abilities and give everything the best effort you can because time's going to go by anyways. So you might as well do what you want. You might as well try stuff. Try things as many times as you can and learn from your failures. But the majority of people that I've known that had ideas to start quote unquote businesses or things on the side from their main job, it's more so been because they want to get out of work. Their goal is that I want to start this, I want to start an Amazon fulfillment business, I want to start something automated so that I don't have to work anymore. That's the goal, right? And to want freedom and to want to be able to get up every day and not having to work is a truly amazing thing. And I'm not there at my point. I'm not there yet in my life, and that's my goal, of course. And I do all this work. I do all this work on the side. I make all these investments. It's not so I can have anything fancy, buy anything nice. It's for freedom. I want to be able to do what I want, go where I want, when I want. That's the goal. And right now, I am doing that because, like I said in my old videos, to try to do something, to try to manufacture something, just to be able to get to the point where you don't have to work anymore, I think is not the right approach to things. Because, like I said, time and time again, you got to get to the point where you love the process. You're in love with the process. You're in love with the success and the day-to-day grind. You have to get to this point. Because the end goal is not where you find all the pleasure. Because really, what we should be so thankful for and so grateful for is that we get the opportunity to grind. That is what we get to do. I'm so fortunate and I'm so blessed because I do all this so that when I get to an older age, let's say in my 50s, 60s, 70s, sure, I want to be at a point where I do not have to work anymore and I have that freedom, but I want to put myself in a position that I can grind. I can still work hard on something, whether it's financially or learning something new, that I could put my time and effort into something that I want to do, and that's the goal. And that should be the goal for everybody. And to be honest, for most people, if they don't have something that they're particularly really good at or willing to put the time to get really good at something, the majority of people will have far better and more financial success if they get another job on the side. Because that is guaranteed money coming in, at least for the time being, at least until you get to the point where you have become skilled enough that you can do a business on the side. To just do something online and not really put much effort into it and say, this is going to get me out of working. This is going to get me out of the grind because this is automated money. This is passive money. This is easy. It couldn't be farther from the truth because what I've found in my life, and I've been involved in many endeavors, and every time I got deeper into something, every time I got better at something, my responsibility increased and things became more difficult. They became more difficult. I've had to study more. I've had to learn more. Each mistake that I started to make became accentuated more and became more of a deal. And I've had to learn from them more. So this false idea that you're going to make something so that you can work less is completely backwards. And I want to get that out of people's mind for sure. Because what we want in this life is we want to get to the point where we're able to put our time and effort and to grind into whatever we want. I am able to get up today and push myself in the gym physically. I'm able to get up today and make the investments that I want so I can increase my income, increase my net worth, and research more and learn more. I'm able to do that. And that is what we should all be after. And that is what we should all strive for on a daily basis. But like I said, for the majority of people, if you can, my best recommendation for those that do want to start something on the side, aside from their main 9-to-5 sort of type job, is that if you need extra income to be able to invest and to get yourself in a financial position where you can start to invest into yourself or assets that are going to pay you, my recommendation is get another job. Work 40 hours a week just in today's world is just not going to cut anymore in majority of cities around the world. And everybody I talk to, I live in a very, very expensive city, so it's certainly not going to do it here. But even people that I talk to from out of town, from cities and towns which you wouldn't think are generally super expensive and are a lot cheaper than here in Vancouver, Canada, they as well agree with me and saying that if you just have your regular 9-to-5 job, maybe let's say you make a regular average job where somebody makes 70 to 80,000 a year, whatever it may be, or even less than that, which would be a median kind of job for most people, it's not going to cut it in today's world. And whether, you can get into the arguments all day about why that's the case, about why that's not going to cut it in today's world, why you cannot buy a house or make such substantial investments on that income anymore. But that is besides the point. This is not a political channel, or this is not a channel on monetary policy or any other sort of policies that affect the price of things. However, that extra income is absolutely paramount. And like I said in my earlier video, do the jobs that nobody wants to do. You guys can see here that on my spare time, I drive a Zenith. Is that a glamorous job? Absolutely not. However, to the surprise of most people, I drive on average I have 5 days off in between my shifts at my regular job as a first responder. So I probably work about 3 of those 5 days off, and I've made an extra $60,000 this year from this job. And think about the difference. Just think about your own life and think about the difference that $60,000 extra would make. What would you be able to do? What would you be able to invest in? What would you be able to do to better yourself with that amount of money? And that is what I do. And that's why I do it. And that is guaranteed money. That I take many, many risks in my life. I've taken tons of risks in the past, and I will continue to take risks with my investments, my real estate investments, my investing in businesses. However, to be able to do that, you need money and you need leverage. And for the majority of people, unless you are you've put in the time and are really good at another skill to be able to have your own business, having that other job is going to be what gets you there. And are you going to have to sacrifice a little bit? Yeah, you are. I still went on 5 trips out of the country last year. even with working all these extra hours. So did I really miss out on that much? I Some people might think so. I think I had a pretty excellent 2023. I think I got to see lots of cool things. I got to go to a lot of cool places. I got to meet a lot of new people. And I did this while working pretty much the equivalent of the whole other full-time job and making that extra money, which I outlined before. So, and now I have that capital to be able to pursue my entrepreneurial adventures. So that's what I recommend, is that when you're talking with your friends, your colleagues, anybody else, and they recommend that they're going to do something, they're going to invest or they're going to start a business so that they can work less and get out of the grind, I would like you to challenge that and to get right back in the grind. We'll catch you next time.